has helped our business in several ways. First, it allows our team to be more efficient by decreasing the amount of times our stylist needs to leave their guests to answer the phones. We don't have a receptionist, so the team takes turns answering the phones. There have been several times before when they would leave their guests to answer the phone 2 or 3 times, and now that's reduced dramatically. Also creates another communication channel to our customers. We can create or change our phone message to not only let them know like our business hours and our location, but also that we are, for example, taking walk-ins or that we require a reservation for longer chemical services or things like that. It also gives them an option to receive a link to our self-serve appointment system, which they may not have known about before and can not only use now, but then they can use that in the future, which would further reduce the phone calls that they make.
It's been a lot easier on our stylists. They don't have to keep stepping away from the chair, and I think that just makes us look a lot more professional. Two is I think it's really helping our business. You know, when you have over 24% of the calls automatically request a link to the online reservation system.
We were definitely missing a lot of calls. Stylists were so busy in the salon that when the phone rang, they would ignore the call, or they wouldn't get the call in a timely fashion. So we would miss a lot of the phone calls.
It has allowed us to acknowledge every phone call that comes in. It drives guests and our online booking site and lets people know we're accepting walk-ins. So it's great because we can answer frequently asked questions with recording, which reduces the number of times that we have to step away from our guests during a service.
The phones were just ringing off the walls. We couldn't even conduct proper training or a staff meeting in there without having to turn the phones off. In the final analysis, our direct communications were lacking. And I was looking for a way to somehow automate that system and relieve the stylists of that responsibility. That's not what they got in this business to do, to answer phones. And yet that's what we were requiring of them, and it just wasn't working well.
We got to a point where we had about 30% of our guests booking online. Once we implemented it, changed pretty dramatically. That percent increased to 55 to 60%.
Online bookings have doubled from 31% to 68%.
So I'm always looking at ways to improve, the efficiency of the team, to improve team morale, better communicate to our guests. And this system seems to check all those boxes.
Most definitely. It's allowed us to not have to have a full-time receptionist on or salon assistant on staff. It's taken that off the payroll. So just the stress level for the stylist, I would most definitely recommend it.
I would definitely recommend to other owners. I actually have talked to some of my colleagues about this system because it has worked so well within our salon.
I would definitely recommend that other owners look at this system closely. This is a piece of technology that automates a chaotic series of events in the salon that needs to be effective and efficient. It needs to be a positive experience for your clients to make contact with you and your salon. And the reason the phone calls through to the salon fall so dramatically is because they're getting the answers to their questions.
From our standpoint, it was really a no-brainer to just give it a try. And I really encourage people to give it a try. I think that it's the modern way that people are expecting phones to be answered today.